Yo, what's good people? So the new game mode Alliance Coliseum has just dropped. I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about it, but simplifying it down so anyone can understand. I'll be telling you what I think of the game mode. Is it any fun? Is it worth doing? So it's a lot simpler than Kabam made it seem. They were confusing everyone with this whole podium stuff, but I'll put it like this. On day 1, there's 3 podiums. Now imagine the podium is just the Adam Warlock fight itself, because it is. When you pick a champion to put on that podium, you're basically just choosing which champion you are fighting the Adam Warlock boss with. So let's say on podium 1, I pick White Tiger. I'm going to fight the Adam Warlock boss with White Tiger. Then on podium 2, I pick Longshot, same thing. Now there's 3 podiums on day 1. On day 2, a 4th podium will be open. Then on day 3, a 5th podium will be open. So the goal of this game mode is to fight the boss and accumulate as many points as possible. How you do that goes into 3 categories. Obviously fighting the boss, getting as many health bars down as you can. If you're using tagged champions, so for example in the bottom left corner you can see there's 3 sets of tags. If you use champions within those tags, you will gain bonus points, and then there's of course your alliance prestige. Now there are champions that have all 3 tags, which will net you extra points. They are North Star and Gentle. I do not have those champions ranked, so I'm going to be using White Tiger, who fulfills 2 of those tags. Now we're jumping into the fight. Now if you don't already know how this works, basically it's like a indefinite Adam Warlock boss. You can see there's a little timer above, so the longest the fight is going to go is 6 minutes 50. So whenever you take down Adam Warlock's health, he'll basically regenerate to full, and the goal is to get down as many health bars as possible, and the more health bars you get down, the more points you're going to get. So the fight will end when you either die, or when that timer runs out, you'll be kicked out of the fight, and you'll get your points and you'll see how many points you have on the leaderboard. Now you can actually repeat the fight as many times as you want. It doesn't matter which podium. On podium 1 you can keep repeating the fight. On podium 2 you can keep repeating the fight. But once you pick the champion for that podium, you cannot change the champion on there. Like for example, of course I picked White Tiger for podium 1. So she's podium 1 until there's a new set of Alliance Coliseum. Same with podium 2. However, you can repeat the fight as much as you want. You can play this game mode all day if you want and get as many points as you want. So it's kind of like a new arena in a sense. It's kind of like Alliance Arena. This just adds basically indefinite replayability to the game, and I guess that's a good thing. It's going to be a really sweaty, grindy mode though. Like I'm sure there are people who are going to be playing this all day just to try and get as many points as possible. I do believe there is a solo version of this game mode coming as well though. Like it's not going to stay exclusive to alliances. There will be a solo version of it, which will be interesting. I'm sure people are going to go crazy on that. So yeah, I think it's a good addition to the game, because it's not like you have to do it. The rewards are very good for this game mode, but you don't have to grind it all day to get some good rewards out of it. So I think it's a solid addition. I do think it's a bit too time consuming, honestly, because basically you have to do these fights every day at least. In most top alliances you will be required to do these fights every day. So on day 1 you're going to have to do 3 fights. On day 2 you're going to have to do 4 fights. Then day 3 and onwards you're going to have to do 5 fights a day. And obviously your alliance officers are going to want you to go for the full 6 minutes if you can. So that's so much extra time on the game, so much time investment that you have to spend on this. So I do think it's a little too grindy. I'm just hoping most alliances can realize people have lives and they don't force this upon them. Like, if they miss a day, if they don't do their fights for the day, or if they can't do the full 5 fights in a day, which by the way is what, 30 minutes, half an hour at least. I hope they don't kick them, but we'll see, man. We'll see if alliances make this a absolute mandatory thing. Maybe they make it mandatory to do more than 5 fights, because again, you can repeat these fights as much as you want to. Maybe some alliances will force you to do 10 fights, 15 fights, 20 fights. Who knows, man? But we will see. I think this game mode is very interesting. I do wish it was a bit less time consuming though, because it's a fun game mode. I think it's pretty unique. This Adam Warlock boss isn't too difficult at all, but I'm sure in future bosses they'll probably add a lot more tricky nodes, a lot more restrictive nodes, so we'll see how that goes. When you get further on into this fight, there will be objectives like in raids, like for example against this Adam Warlock. Once you get a couple of his health bars down, you're going to have to start doing 2 medium attacks before the timer expires, otherwise you'll get put to sleep, like a mantis style sleep, or 5 light attacks before the timer expires, or again you will get put to sleep. I'm sure it's going to become a lot more difficult than this in the future, so hopefully I hope they don't make it too difficult, because this is already a grindy mode and we don't need a super difficult grindy mode, otherwise that's going to be even more time consuming, and that's just my main problem with this game mode as of right now. It's just so goddamn time consuming. Oh yeah, another node this Adam Warlock has is for each health bar you take down on him, he becomes resistant to power steal. And I forgot about that, so I tried to power steal him with my special 2 with White Tiger, ate a fat special 3, and now I'm dead. So like, keep that in mind, bro. If you're using White Tiger, who I'm sure a lot of people will be, because she does fulfill 2 of the tags. So now we've done the first fight on the first podium, we're going to move on to the second podium, and hopefully choose another champion that synergizes with those tags. Keep in mind though, you can completely ignore these tags if you want to. It's just, if you do use tag champions, you get a lot of extra points, so you really do want to try to utilize it. Thankfully, my rank 4 long shot synergizes with the X-Man and offensive raw damage tag, so we can use him. Now keep in mind, if you're using long shot, Adam Warlock will eventually go like nullify immune when he has the solidarity buff, whatever it's called. So when he does that, make sure you're just spamming special 1s with long shot, because you'll do plenty of bleed damage. So don't worry about him going like fate still immune, you can just spam your special 1s as well in this fight. So yeah, man, honestly this game mode is a lot less complicated than Kabam made it seem on their live stream. They just suck at explaining stuff apparently. There are a few ways I would like to improve this game mode, because it is still in the beta, so I'm sure plenty of things could change. I would like the timer to be decreased from 6 minutes to maybe like 3 or 4 minutes, just so it's a bit less time consuming for those alliances that don't absolutely grind this mode, for those alliances that just want to do like 1 fight per podium per person. It would be really nice if it only took 3 minutes, and you could increase the difficulty of the boss each time you get a health bar down to compensate for that. Instead of being able to play all day, like you can literally play this game mode all day, maybe I'd like a 10 match limit on each podium, so you can only fight that boss 10 times at the very most, so people don't feel like they have to grind this mode like all day all night to keep up with other alliances, and when it eventually comes out as a solo mode, to keep up with other people. I understand Kabam want to add more replayability to the game, however this is too much. Like, I think there should be a limit. I don't think you should be able to play this all day every day, just because there are people who will do that, and maybe there's people who don't necessarily want to do that but will be forced to do that by their alliance, or they just think they need to keep up. So I think there should be a limit. You can keep the limit of matches high, just add a limit please. But they're just my opinions on how to improve the game mode when it comes out of the beta. If you disagree with me, that's totally fine. I would love to hear all of your guys' opinions on this. How would you improve this game mode? Is there anything you would change? Do you think it's perfect as of right now? Let me know in the comments. I do think this is maybe Kabam's plan to try and replace Alliance Quest with this game mode, which is honestly a massive W because everyone hates AQ. We have literally been begging Kabam to get rid of the game mode, replace the game mode for years. Even when I first started playing the game, which was 3 years ago, I hated AQ. Literally everyone in my alliance did, and whenever I was searching for an alliance, because I'm a pretty competitive war player, right? I would always only go for the high tier alliances, which didn't do AQ. Hated that game mode, still do to this day, and I never do it. They've tried to replace it with raids, but raids rewards are pretty OP, so obviously they can't do that every single week. So I think this is the replacement they're trying to put on that now. And I like it, I do enjoy it. I just think it's a bit too time consuming is the only problem with this mode. So hopefully Kabam take the criticism from not only me but from everyone in the community, and they really shaped this game mode into something great because it definitely has potential. Oh, and I do have to give a big thank you to the Ginge Cantona because he's the one who explained this game mode to me. So yeah, I think he may be working on a video on this right now, trying to like break down how the points actually work. I'm not 100% on that. He said he's doing that. I don't know if he's making a video on it, but if he is, go check that out because he does YouTube and he's a very cool guy despite the fact he is ginger. But I got clapped by a special one there. So yeah, you know, obviously these fights last a while, even though they're not exactly difficult fights. When a fight goes on for like over 5 minutes, very high chance you are going to mess up, get hit in the face. I tried to refresh my good karma there whilst he was in the pod, which was foolish because that also got me hit in the face. So now one more mistake, I'm goners. So I gotta lock in, bro, because I do really want to last the whole 6 minutes here at the very least. But yeah, Longshot and White Tiger are pretty great options for this boss. There are many other great options though that are in the selected tags, so you're just gonna have to take a look for yourself. If you really want a video on who the best champions are for this, let me know in the comments and maybe I'll make it. But as you can see there, this match would be faster if Adam didn't gain that stupid soul vitality buff which makes him nullify immune. But unfortunately he does, so no incinerates for me off the special 2. Sometimes at least. I'm gonna get my incinerates here. I don't know what actually causes Adam to gain that buff. I can't remember. Oh, I know a YouTuber doesn't know one specific thing about a champion. I should know everything about all goddamn 99,000 champions in this game. Bad YouTuber. Unsubscribe. Elbozo. I know, okay. I'm sorry, but I'm not reading Adam's kit just to find out where that Sovereignty buff comes from. And yes, I know I'm pronouncing it wrong as well. I don't care. You should all know I can't pronounce shit by now. Oh, if you are wondering why I dash in the middle of Adam Warlock's special 1, that's just the Tiger player in me, plus it just makes it easier to punish because sometimes if you bait out Adam Warlock's special 1 and you dex it normally, he can be quick on his recovery, you know, move out the way before you can hit him, maybe sidestep you, hit you in the face instead. So I like to dash in the middle of his special 1 just to get, you know, a guaranteed punish on it. Definitely do not have to do that though, so keep that in mind. So the fight is about to come to an end. As you can see there's only 30 seconds left on the clock. I was able to get down 11 of Adam Warlock's health bars, which I think is pretty decent. I'm sure there are other champions which would be able to get down more. However, you know, you do really want to use champions that synergize with the tags once again. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I think it's a cool game mode, a good addition to the game. I do think it could really do with a few quality of life changes though, just make it less time consuming, and it would be a absolute baller game mode. But that's going to be it from me, fellas. If you did enjoy the video, if you found it helpful, you know what to do. Support the channel, leave a like, subscribe, all of that nonsense. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. As you can see there, once you've done, you can see how many points you've earned, and then there's a leaderboard. You can go over to that, see how your alliance mates are doing, make fun of them because they're trash and you did better than them. Haha, Chase, you suck. But yeah, that's it from me. See you all in the next video.